It's your boy Smiley, man. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. Buyer in the building.
I try talking niggas, but they understand me. I wanna Grammy, I'm just my granny.
All right, y'all. So we got the coolest, coldest off the porch with us today, Smiley.
Yes, your boy Smiley, man. Shout out off the porch. We're in the building. Let's go. Let's get this started.
Now you
Brought
always
my Corona, you know.
you came with the right vibes.
Yes.
Like we haven't seen a Corona on the porch yet. You might set the trend. You setting the tone right now.
Let's do it.
Now you are always smiling. I love that. Why are you always smiling?
Hey, it's just something I was born with. I don't know. Like,
I love it.
I don't know, you know. Fuck.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't even, sometimes it bothers me too. I'm like, what the fuck am I laughing? What the fuck? What?
You said, so sometimes do you ever just be smiling like randomly?
Nah, I don't just like be by myself and just smile and shit. But like, if someone like says something, sometimes it's not even funny, and I'll smile because I don't know. That's my way of just responding to them. Or like, I just fucking smile.
So has anybody ever like got it twisted because you always smile all the time?
Probably, yeah, I guess. But not really, to be honest. I don't really have that much problems at all. Any problems I do have is just from people around me, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I'm good.
Now, I asked you earlier if you were Haitian because I think a lot of people were saying that you needed to do a collab with Kodak. So
yeah.
talk to us about your Haitian background.
Oh, so my dad's Haitian, Montreal. He's born in Montreal and all that, so half of my Haitian family's over there. And yeah, I'm not really in tune with my Haitian side like that. That's why I even told you I don't speak. But I want to learn that also. And yeah, I actually want to learn both of my languages. I want to learn fucking Spanish too. I want to get in the Latin side, all that shit.
And you speak French.
Yeah, just French, yeah.
That is like the hardest language.
I know. Sometimes I try to put that in my music.
Really?
To, like, you know, sauce it up differently.
Yeah, I failed French.
You failed it?
I failed French.
I even went to a French school like my whole life till like grade 11. Then I went to English school and I got expelled in 2 months.
What
Like,
was you
why
doing?
the fuck did I switch? Like, you know?
What the hell were you doing?
No, I was just with my friends. Like, you know, I was just tired of the French school. It's too boring, all that. And then I want to have fun, you know? I'm hearing all the English school stories. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go have fun, you know? And then right away, downhill.
Did you end up going to like an English school eventually?
Yeah, in grade 11. And then after that expelled, I never went back. And then I just started like, just staying in the hood and like started making music from that. So that's probably a good decision that I made, to be honest.
Right.
Because or else I wouldn't have hopped in the booth.
Also, were you fluent in French to where like you didn't speak English at all?
Yeah, that was my first language at first.
Really?
So I was fluent, mad fluent.
Wow. I kind of want to put you on blast. Can you
Ouais.
can you give us a sentence?
Oh
in
oui,
French?
alors je vais pas penser, on est ici à Atlanta, tu sais. Je vais ce soir, je vais voir toutes les femmes au strip club, et tu sais, on est ici. Et demain, je vais au Vegas. Et oui, on va aller tout en haut.
Damn, I don't even know what you said. Like, what did you say?
I was just saying, like, you know, just saying, Atlanta, we're gonna turn up tonight, go to a strip club, and I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. And you know the vibes.
Oh, you on rockstar vibes.
Yeah.
Now let's get into where you're from, which is Toronto. So just talk to us a little bit about the culture out there for you.
Like, I like it. There's a lot of culture out there, you know. It's really, actually, if I wasn't like on this rapping stuff, I'd probably want to just stay in Toronto, like, you know. It's so crazy that actually the best part about this rapping stuff too is just all these new places I get to experiment, you know. I'll never really be here if it wasn't for the music shit. Like, I'd never really want to come out here, you know. But yeah, it's a great place, Toronto, for all that.
Wow, so with you traveling and like, you know, you get to hear like the different dialects and like the different slang that like each city or each state uses? Was it like interesting to you at
Yeah,
first?
and I always, every time I come out here, I always say, "Where's the washroom?" And people be like, "What the fuck? Like the restroom?" Like,
Oh wait, y'all call it washroom.
yeah, that's what I'll be saying out there, you know.
Really? What else do y'all be saying in Toronto?
So much different slangs, like so much, you know. So.
That's crazy. When you said washroom, I thought you meant like the laundry room. Oh shit. Now, what does Toronto really teach you as a man growing up there?
Just a lot, like, you know, I think for everyone it's a lot of different things you're gonna learn, you know, but for me, it was just a lot of just staying true to yourself and just always, you know, not everyone's always gonna be there for you, or like, you know, you just have to do shit yourself, like, you know. And yeah, that's more of the story.
Now, you know we gotta ask, at what age would you say you officially jumped off the porch?
Probably like 15, 16, to be honest. Yeah, like those is like when I, you know, was really like, at first I was just at home type of, you know, play games and shit. I wasn't never the popular kid, none of that, you know. And then when I really got like in the shit, I just took over, like, you know. I don't know, like, I became a guy in my head and everything, but I was never out there like that. I was always at home type of shit and all that.
Now, I did watch the interview and you spoke on how your neighborhood was like real low key, but it was full of hustlers.
Yeah.
So just talk about that for us.
Oh yeah, so like, in the neighborhood, it was kind of like, before it was so sick to me, just like, it wasn't sick, but like, I don't know, I was just thinking different, so it was sick to me, like, you know, just see all my older heads outside in the courtyard, and I would just see like 30 crackheads walking in from different entrances, you know. It was just crazy. It looked like The Wire, everyone, like, you know, we didn't even have to go anywhere, you just have to stand outside, and you rinse your whole bag, like, you know, just stand in the courtyard, and then I'll see all the fiends dealing with their favorite dealer, you know? And then that was like sick, and then we became those guys, and then the fiends would always come to us, and diss the older heads, and then it was crazy from there, you know?
Wow, did your mom ever try to like shield you from that?
She never really knew, like, I never really made it known until like she obviously see what I got arrested for and all that stuff, but like, yeah, she knows, like, you know, I'm gonna make my own decision at the end of the day. But like, she knows the type of guy I am, like, you know, like, she knows I'm gonna, like, I don't know, actually, I can't even say that, because at first they didn't even see the rapping stuff for me too. Like, I don't think she liked it for me, you know? It was so funny, because at first, when my dad, like, he was around when I was a kid, he had actually beat me up one time for listening to rap music.
Oh,
like,
really?
You know, I couldn't listen to rap music or some shit, and now I'm like, now he messages me, he's happy. He's like
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say were some major life lessons that you had to learn with your time being off the porch?
Like, what do you mean, like?
As far as like, you know, when we do ask this question, a lot of people say like, you can't trust everybody, or like, you know, different things like that.
Well, yeah, so that for sure, like, you know, like, so much things changed that it's like, I'm not with so much of the people that I was with, and it's not even on a me thing, it's like on some you thing, like, you know, so it just always happens to me, and yeah, fuck. I just try to just stay to myself, to be honest.
And you know, now that you've reached a higher level of success, did you have to be way more cautious of who you let around you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I don't really be with anyone like that, you know? I always just try to stay myself, management team, you know? And I do like it sometimes, but I don't know, I just like to stay by myself. And, you know, that's just how I was from, like, young. Like, my brother, like, you know, he would never bring people over to our house, nothing. Like, we're always like low key, you know? So just like, from there I was just like, okay, I'm staying low key type of vibes. So yeah.
So what would you say is like the first sign to you when it comes to somebody that they are not like solid?
So like, I don't know, you can kind of feel people's energy, how y'all feeling energy. So like, I know already from when energy is good or not. And also from like, I don't know, I just see things, I see how people move social media wise, everything. And I just get to know what type of person you are, you know? So.
Now, when it came to you being in the streets at an early age, what would you say is something that you had to learn quickly about being in the streets?
Really just like adapted quick and just knowing to just do all the solid things, like, you know, and just not do too much, not try to be too loud or anything, and yeah, just keep it solid.
Have you ever had any like crazy experience that you can talk about?
Yeah, for sure. But what I could say, one thing I could talk about, what can I say? Oh yeah, all right, so one time, one of my friends, like it's such a funny story. This guy is crazy in his head, but whatever, we're all in our building, in the hood and stuff, and we're in a trap house, you know, and then it gets raided. And then whatever, some of us get arrested, and then he jumped off the balcony to the next floor downstairs. Then wherever we go, we all get arrested, we go. And then I find out when I come out, the man went back upstairs and he's like, "You crazy?" I open back shop right away. I'm like, this guy is fried.
Oh my God.
That is crazy.
So like whenever y'all got raided, did you kind of know like, oh shit, this finna be crazy?
Yeah, just cause like the first time ever, I was like, they did it and they were singing my songs, and then that's when we first knew, like, holy fuck.
They were singing your song?
Yeah, like that's when we first started rapping. And then like everyone in the neighborhood were kind of mad at us, like, you know, you guys are harding up the block, this. And then we still kept doing it, but you know, we're just super hot now with the cops and everything. And it's so crazy now that just cause for that same story, like I was always just known by the cops in my neighborhood, but like now, I got, just the other time when I was in Toronto, I got pulled over downtown. And like the cop knew me and all this stuff. We got pulled over going to our show in Ottawa, and then the man's like, "Oh, like, you know, you have the Drake song?" And they left us, they let us go without the ticket. He's like, "Go, man, just go."
Oh, you got the Drake
like,
song.
The fuck?
Now,
That's
getting
crazy.
into your journey with your rap career, what would you say was the inspiration behind you pursuing this?
It was kind of art. So at first I was inspired by the older guys in my neighborhood, you know, having everything. But then there was never no way out. There always something happened to them, and then I'll see everyone diss them. And I'll be like, you know, no one, they're not what, like, so then I'm like, fuck, there's no way out in this shit. And then now when I see this side of it, I'm like, there is a way out. And then I seen that if I believe in it, I put the work ethic and all that, you know, this is the way for like me and my people and everyone. So I'm like, yeah, this is the way I want to do it.
And I guess I want to ask you, like, what is your first studio session story? Like, how did that go?
So my first studio session, we're just in the neighborhood, and then all my friends are freestyling. They're freestyle guys, you know, and I wasn't even a rapper. Like, I never even could freestyle, like nothing. But they're doing it. I'm like, yo, these guys, I don't know why, these guys are sick. I don't know why they're not going to the studio. And then I called one of the guys in the hood that are going to the studio at this time. Top Notch, shout out Top Notch. And then I set up a studio session for them. And then we went, and then they made me hop on the song. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, I can't even fucking pussy out right now. So I just wrote something quick and did it, you know? Then from there, I was like, I'm fucking shit at that first time, like, you know? But then I'm like, it kind of buzzed in the city, and then from there I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just keep doing it. But it was just fun and games at that time. So.
And who would you say were like some musical influences for you?
I'd say like 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Drake, and yeah, I never really had favorite artists too. It was just like favorite songs, you know? Yeah.
Now, what would you say were some challenges that you had to go through with pursuing your career?
I think the biggest thing at first was just like money too. Like there was never no one behind me to like make me actually stop everything I was doing to just pursue or anything like that, you know? And just at first also it was like me not wanting to leave Canada, Toronto. Like me think I could make it from over there until I got forced out to go out and I seen it. And then I'll never want to really go out network and all that, you know? So like when I got over that, I felt like that was a big thing.
So is it hard for artists to make it out of Toronto then?
Yeah, it is. Unless if you have like, you know, you're good with your social media and you already have your links and all that stuff, you know? But like, yeah, only like 10%, like, you know?
Really?
5%, like.
Basically, with the 5% that do make it, what is the pattern that you've noticed that they did differently from the ones who are stuck in Toronto?
Just more out there, social media wise, and that's the main thing. I just keep consistent and just, yeah, making music and just keep, like, you know, keeping the buzz going. So yeah, that's the main thing.
Now, when did you notice that you were starting to catch a buzz with your music?
I feel like I always had these different times, like, you know, when I first started dropping, I had these little buzz, you know, and then I was in a group at first, this Garden Gang, and then I was like, I always say this story, but like, I was the last in the group, like, I was the shittest, the most less, you know, I was those three of us, I was the last one, you know, and then I kept getting my little buzz, my little fucking stages that keep going up, up, down the face of the group, down the face of the fucking hood, then I just keep going up, I don't know, but like, I just keep putting work, you know, and I never let that get to me, like, fuck, I'm not fucking, I just manifest it, I don't know.
I love that you speak on manifesting so much. That's
because
so
I really
important.
believe it, like, you know, and like and another thing too is just like I realized my personality is a next thing too. Like I was never a social media guy till I figured out that that's something to my powers, like, you know, my personality and all that shit. So I use that. People like me a lot, like especially a lot of like important people. So I was just like, I don't know.
Now, I did notice listening to your music that you have a very unique style. So have you ever caught slack with the way that you rap and your style of music?
For sure, like every day. The
What
comments,
they
they
be
try to
saying?
fucking kill me in those comments, but any promo is good promo, you know?
Right.
And when you bring something new to the game, that's what you have to go through, so it is what it is.
Have you ever like let the comments get to you when it came to your sound?
Never, because I don't want to sound like someone else, you know? And yeah, it never gets to me, actually. People think, like, people message, like, you're okay, this. I'm like, I don't care. You think I'm in my crib right now crying or something? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
You guys noticing it is just cheesing me, that you guys think that I'm sad at home or something. Like, what the fuck?
Now, how are you able to capture a fan base in the U.S.?
Well, of course, with Over the Top dropping, it went crazy. It went even crazier, like 4 months after the drop. Like, I just woke up one day and everywhere I went, I was getting fucking recognized. I just said, what the fuck? Like, it was already a bit like that, like not that much, but like, I just woke up one day and everywhere I went, it was recognized. I'm hopping in Ubers, my songs playing. I'm going in clubs, songs playing, everything. Like, I don't know. So yeah, it was lit.
Now, right before your big break, what were you up to?
Still music. Like, we're actually like just thinking what the heck we're gonna do. Like, you know, we're just there still doing music, but we're like, fuck, like, we need to fucking like, it's so annoying, like, you know? Cause even after all these things, like, I've been getting the Drake push, everything, like, you know, but my even like views, all that stuff, never added up. So I was just like, it was always just like, what the fuck? These guys do never listen. Like, what does it take for these guys to fucking listen? So it just takes more work and all that stuff, you know? So,
Oh, wow. So, like, even with you racking up, like, crazy views, even with Drake co-signing you, it was still, like, a waiting game.
Yeah. Still to now, too, like, you know?
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, I just never let that really get to me and just keep going, push it forward.
Now, your single hit, if I'm not mistaken, that, like, really changed a lot of stuff for you.
Yeah.
So, talk to us about that.
It was crazy, you know? It went dumb right now, you know? Just found out too. It went fucking crazier, like even in the UK and shit, like everywhere. I just hear it playing and it goes crazy, you know? So yeah, I'm just excited. Excited for my new project too. Like I'm just working on that now, you know?
Yes, I love that. And congratulations too. Like you've had some good success your way. So giving you your flowers right now on the porch.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Now let's talk about how you were able to catch the eyes of Drake. Give us the insight on how that even came about.
So I think, first it was Boy Wonder, one of his producers. He was onto my music, and I think he played it around them and everything. He liked it from there, and then I guess that's when he started paying attention. And as he's kind of figuring me out and everything, we have like, I don't know, a lot of similarities too in personality. I don't know, a lot of people close to him too told me that or whatever. So I guess, yeah, then he just started fucking with me as just me and shit, and then the music also, you know? So,
and then, if I'm not mistaken, you ended up signing to OVO, right?
yeah.
Wow, so were you a little reluctant signing your first deal?
So no, that wasn't my first deal. I was signed to Warner.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so yeah, it was crazy, you know, just being part of the movement. I kind of see it like just like how he was first with like Wayne signed him, and now it's like that, you know. So that's just a big thing to accomplish now. Fuck.
So how did he present to you like, hey, I want you to come over to OVO?
So it's kind of always like a conversation, but I kind of put it out there, like, you know, because sometimes I feel like, you know, the way it came out, people thought like, oh, you got the song, you got signed. Like, that's not even how it went, you know? And I think he probably never really wanted to do it like that, because everyone would think it like that. So I kind of like knew I was bound to go there. So like I put it out there, you know? And he's all about that, like, you know? So it's kind of me thing, putting it out there.
What would you say was like some pretty solid advice that he's giving you?
Just stay confident in my music and stuff. Like even for the over the top verse, we did like 5 verses, and like we're just there like, fuck. We kept like, you know, I'm like, this is about to get released to some next shit. I'm like, I was just thinking too much, you know. And then he just told me like, because I sent it all the different verses, and he's just like, I hate when you do this shit, like, yo, like.
Oh, he said, I hate when you do this shit.
Just, yo, take the first one, that one's the hard one. Like, you know, be confident in your shit. And then, yeah, from there, that was a good advice. There's so much that I can't even think of, you know, but, and just, just the music, like, you know, even when you think the network and all of this, like, it just all boils down to just your music. Nothing could save you except for your music, you know?
Right.
So, that's the importance of the music. So.
And even when it came to network, like, what would you say is like a strategy that really works for you?
It's just so much easier now for me because it's like once I go out, it's like look at me, I have the song and now it's like OVO artist, Drake's artist, so now it's just so much easier. And yeah, like sometimes I don't even want to go out, but then I'll realize the day I do go out, I get a link out of it, I'll get something good out of it.
Right, yeah.
I'll get a feature or something, like, you know, so everything I try to put in together. But it fucks out with my fitness journey, fuck. Am I sober? I try to stay sober too, but like, when I keep moving like this, it's hard. Fuck.
Hey, I was gonna ask you because I did read an article, and I know back in September, like 2021, you were on this health journey.
Yeah, so like I went on some crazy diet. I was at 280, I went down to 220, and then I stopped for a bit because I was feeling nice. I'm like, you know, like, holy, feeling sexy, everything. I'm going out, fitting in the sexy shit. I'm like, okay, fuck. But then I'm realizing I was going up. I'm like, fuck, I'm just gaining this shit fast. Like, I can't even be fucking around like this. So now I'm about to fucking cut it all out.
Are you going back to the health journey?
Yeah, I am, because right now I feel fucking like I'm gaining back weight and I fucking feels like shit. But like once I work out, it goes quick, like, you know, I get in a sick routine. I love getting in routines too, so I need to get back to that. When I go back to LA, I'm back to my fitness shit.
So you saw a huge difference from your health journey till now. You kind of like, you feel a little back sluggish?
Yeah, sluggish. Feel sluggish, face like pimples coming in. I just feel sluggish.
When do you think you're gonna officially start back?
Probably in like a week. So I kind of started just now, but I don't consider it really starting until I go sober too and diet. So like just the gym's not enough, you know. But like in a week after Vegas, I'm gonna go.
What's like a food that you cannot cut out of your diet?
Probably tacos.
Oh my God, I love tacos. Like,
spaghetti sauce too.
Bro, I can eat tacos like every day. You can ask them. Like, I'm always like, okay, I want tacos.
Yeah,
why are they so addicting?
I don't know. But I don't like the ones in the truck. Like, I like at home tacos, you know?
Like the food truck tacos.
Yeah, I don't like those ones, so.
Oh my gosh. But getting back into your music, let's talk about your project, A Tape to Remember. Take us through that journey of what it was like for you creating that.
So we're kind of so this is after my Buy One job. While I was in jail, my manager just fucking put up some songs and then we decided to release it. And then from there, that was the next big thing, like when Drake posted to his Instagram that was the inspiration for his Scorpion album. And then that was like crazy. It was like on his heavy rotation. He posted it, everyone's seeing it, blogs are going crazy, all this shit. And then from there, we're just like, fuck, we need to drop again, you know? And then that's what we did. We just had so much songs, we put A Tape to Remember. And then that was the next one. He did the crazy shit with the intro song when he's in the pool.
Yeah.
And then that one was, woke up, my phone just went out of here. That's when I first got into the States, like, you know, getting all my States follows, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
So what does that project mean to you? I know it came out in like 2018, but looking back, like, what does it mean to you now?
It means just like, it was just a time where I feel like that was my breakthrough kind of in the US, like the beginning of breakthrough, you know? And yeah.
And we have the Over the Top, the one that's just like heavy rotation still, Over the Top featuring Drake. If I'm not mistaken, was that the one that got leaked at first?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't the one. The one was Organization, but yeah.
So with Over the Top, how did that single come about for you guys?
He sent me a beat one day. I was driving on the 400. I was driving me and my friend at the restaurant. We always go somewhere and he gets the food. We eat in the parking lot and we just chop it up and stuff. So I was on my way there and I got a message from him. I'm just driving, listening to music. Open it. I see fucking a beat, you know? Okay, play. Nah, it's fucking
The beat
hidden.
was crazy.
Yeah, you know? And then I just hear his shit. I'm like, no way. Like, you know, because I remember the first time hearing the vocal, I was like, that was the craziest time. But like, even there, I'm just like, no way. So then I was just, from there, I'm like, I just came up with the first part, the Prada and Gucci, and then I put that there, and then the rest, the verse, took longer with that, because I was just trying to do bare different things with it, you know? But yeah, that was a crazy feeling.
Now we got to talk about your new baby, by Deluxe. The Deluxe or 2, right?
Yeah, so it's by 2 I dropped, and then I just dropped the Deluxe right now.
Wow. So talk about this project and how it was different from all the other ones that you've dropped.
I feel like now the music's more on, I'm just getting more perfect in it, like, you know?
Right, yeah.
Trying to go different ways with it, getting features now. And yeah, you know, people are just listening right now, so.
Speaking of features, you and 42 Dugg.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so I was just thinking of a feature for it, and then it was kind of going between ESTG and 42 Dugg.
Well, that's hard.
I know. And then kind of like the 42 Dugg thing already got planted in my head. I was like, but then I'm like, okay, I just decided to go to 42 Dugg way. And then, yeah, from there it was crazy.
What would you say was like the inspiration? Actually, I want to go back because did you and 42 Dugg actually get to record this in the studio?
No, we
Okay.
didn't. I just sent it over to him. Yeah.
Man, what was your reaction when you heard his verse?
Oh, it was sick, you know?
Right.
It was, every time I get a feature, like the reaction will always be sick when I realize one of them go in. And even the engineer that was doing it, I know her too. And like, she's just like, you know, I just recorded it. She's just like, you know, I just put baby onto Smiley, everything, like, you know? So I was just like, sick, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
Now talk about the inspiration with by 2.
It's just, I felt like, cause Bar 1 was my first like biggest thing, and Bar is my whole slogan too. So I just try to make it things like, you know, like how Lil Wayne does his share, everyone like number 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, number 3 just now.
Now, you did mention about dropping a project earlier, dropping another project. So is it this one or is the?
So yeah, right now I'm working on an album now. So it's actually gonna be my first album, like label album, cause like
this is your
was
debut.
actually like mixtape, to be honest. So like this is actually gonna be my first album right now that I'm working on. So I'm on album mode, gang.
Woo! Did you feel any pressure?
No,
No pressure.
nah, not really. Yeah, I know, but like I just have to just keep making music, you know.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what type of vibes can we expect with this one?
Same thing, but just try to do. I'm just trying to do more things, like different flows now, like, you know. So, just trying to do different things. Like that's why sometimes I like to go studio alone, so I could just practice new things.
Right.
Sometimes I touch people there, I'm like, I don't even try to go this way. 'Cause I'm like, fuck. I don't like, you know. I hate the negative energy or like something right away. Shit. Trash can, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
fuck off, man.
Now, in this moment, how does it feel to be putting on for Toronto right now?
Feels good, you know, feels like everything I ever wanted, you know. So I just have to keep going, don't want to lose this moment and just enjoy the moment also.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what is next for Smiley?
Smiley wants to keep going to these things.
Oh, more interviews.
Yeah, just keep going all the way up and just enjoying life and just going hard, like, you know, hard work, meeting new people, and yeah, just getting to figure me out more too, you know. Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give to an upcoming artist who feels like they cannot make it out of Toronto?
Yeah, you can't. You have to get the fuck out of there and go on that fucking plane and, you know, come out here to the big boy leagues, huh?
Do you have any last words or shout outs?
Yeah, shout out off the porch and shout out everyone, shout out Toronto. We out here Atlanta. Yes, and bye 2 Deluxe out now. Go stream that. Yes.
I tried talking